Currently celebrating his half-century in the city of brotherly love, Gerry Lenfest is awarded the 61st Business Leader of the Year Award by the LeBeau College of Business of Drexel University.
This is the single largest event that we have each year. It raises money for scholarships for our students. LeBeau is known for the combination of the academic theory and practice.
It's about leadership, entrepreneurship, transforming industries, and the social impact of what we do. Gerry Lenfest was about all of those things 50 years ago when he came to Philadelphia. And today, there is no more important figure in helping this region grow and mature while meeting the pressing needs of our communities.
The evolution of Gerry Lenfest took place at many institutions.
After going to Mercersburg and Washington Lee, he really got an appetite for learning.
My father joined the U.S. Navy before entering Columbia Law School and eventually rose to the rank of captain. Jungle Publications was owned by Walter Annenberg, who also owned 17 Magazine, TV Guide, and numerous cable TV and radio stations.
When he worked at 17 Magazine, he didn't really have any publishing experience. He just made sure that he hired the right people around him that had the experience.
When my father decided to buy the cable TV systems, he didn't have the money to have his own office.
Most of his meetings were held at the kitchen table too, but usually when we were at school.
We had a ping pong table that we never got to use because it had 3 feet of papers on it.
My mother was also very involved. She handled all the accounting.
My parents started sailing when I was a teenager.
Marguerite clearly keeps Gerry on the straight and narrow. And so if you want to get a decision, basically what I try to do, particularly as it relates to the community, is to speak to both of them at the same time. He's never changed. He is the same person today he was when I met him 25 years ago.
Little Pete's.
Little Pete's. An all night, all day, 24-hour-a-day restaurant.
Gerry has managed to bring the leadership of Philadelphia's business, civic, charitable, political community to linoleum countertop at Little Pete's.
And in thinking about Gerry and his interaction with the waiters and the waitresses at Little Pete's, came a line from a Rudyard Kipling poem called If. And the 2 lines that struck me are, if you can walk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch. And to me, that's Gerry.
If Gerry Lenfest was coming into our classroom, what I would like him to talk about would be his values.
Early on, when I was working at Suburban, before he sold the company, he put a little bit of money in the foundation, and he made my brother, sister, and I trustees.
In the near future, you should find your own passions and interests and each have your own.
My father works tirelessly to do the best he can for people that are less fortunate than him.
He has such an understanding of the broader environment and the needs that exist, and an ability to pinpoint what can make a difference.
Gerry's goal in life is to have the check to the undertaker bounce.
He grew up on a farm, has always enjoyed long walks in nature, and bought that land quite some time ago, I think, because he realizes how important it is to have land preservation.
Gerry wants to refund the foundation and wants to go deeper into helping urban youth and wants you to come on the board. And that call, I felt like I died and went to heaven. I felt like if I never achieved anything in life, for Gerry to see the work that we had begun to do and then want to reinvest and reshift the focus of the foundation, I couldn't have been happier.
Gerry's commitment to the Museum of the American Revolution has been unwavering because he believes that future generations need to understand the miracle of the American Revolution in this country.
He finds out what he needs to know about each organization with which he's involved. He knows the business plan as well as the broader mission of the organization. So when he decides to support something, people know it's a serious decision.
Gerry has always been big on jobs and said, give a kid a job, they will not commit crime, they will not get in trouble.
In interviews with potential publishers, Gerry has said, in effect, I have given away $1 billion in the course of my lifetime. I expect to give away a lot more. But there is nothing as important as making sure that the values and traditions of the Inquirer are perpetuated long after I'm gone.
They were driven by civic duty.
You're age 80, whatever. You're buying the Inquirer? This is Mark. It's so important for the city to have a newspaper that has investigative reporters.
That all of us in this community could benefit from the information and the opinions that the Inquirer and Daily News would put forward.
It's all about the partner and, and looking at anchor institutions and areas, and of course we're partnering with Drexel and their community-based work here in Mantua.
Just as Gerry Lenfest's career has shown that he has learned how to learn, our students are learning how to learn now and have a great chance of becoming business leaders of the year in the future.
As a role model, an inspiration, and a civic force, Gerry Lenfest is the epitome of the business leader of the year. I'm so proud to see him receive this award.
The 2015 Drexel University Business Leader of the Year Award is presented to Gerry Lenfest.